Hi, just wanted to share a quick video. It is now our 2-year anniversary for Ronald James since the business first started, and I just wanted to share some unique insights of what I've learned along those 2 years. So when I first started the business, Ronald James, I took a big risk. We took a £15,000 personal loan against myself and credit cards, and started the business from pretty much my home in a small serviced office to where we are today. So we have a team of 12 remote staff and 5 people in the office, and we have just nearly reached the £1 million revenue mark in just under 2 years. So I'm really proud of where the business has got to, but really I just wanted to share the story that anyone can pretty much start a business. There's never been a better time to start a business, go out on your own, take that risk, take that leap, and have real faith in yourself. So it was a lot of grit and determination the first year, really establishing myself, the brand, getting my name out there as the figurehead of the business. So probably tip number 1 is, if you are thinking about starting a business, or if it's a recruitment business, is making sure that you're the leader of the business. So you're the eyes and ears, you're the person that is the celebrity status across social platforms, so making your voice being heard, and meet as many people as possible. So I went out and made sure that I met as many CEOs, MDs, business owners that I could network with, that I could surround myself with, and that really got us the client base, the fundamentals over the first 6 months to get money through the door. So it was really important for me to make sure that we're value adding to the client. So I was always giving value first, give value first, and with that will come the monetary reward. Number 2 was I surrounded myself with mentors. So I was part of quite a few different masterminds. So I've actually invested a lot in personal development, which I've mentioned in previous videos, was very instrumental to me. So I made sure I surrounded myself with successful people, took them out for a coffee, lunch, and made sure that I found down some key golden nuggets from them of what truly it is to be successful, how to run and operate a business. So that was number 2, was surrounding myself with mentors. And number 3 was always watching the cash. So cash is king, as many people say. I learned that from James Caan in recruitment. When I met him from Dragon's Den, he always said that cash is king. So I always made sure that I watched the money. So I was always still on top of finances, watching our zero account, making sure invoices were paid on time, making sure we managed the cash flow and all outgoings as well. So I always made sure I watched the cash the first year. So I didn't spend too much on fancy office furniture or lots of expensive tools at the start. We were always very, very careful with the money that we spent. After that, I always set myself goals and targets. So if we hit a certain amount of revenue, we bought ourselves new MacBooks, like say for instance one I've got here. But that was a treat to one, strive for a target, and then I made sure that we made sure that we celebrated our successes as well. Which goes on to another point which I wanted to share. I always plan a day plan every day. So I always have tasks to do, targets to hit and goals to hit, and that was really important. I would colour code and document everything that I had to do that day. I'd record our 3 goals of the day, so I'd always make sure I had 3 main goals I wanted to achieve in that day. You can't do everything at once as a business owner. It has been a stressful journey initially, but as time went on and as I systemised and automated a lot of the processes and the day-to-day operations of the business, that freed me up to work on the business, not in it. So one of the famous books I read quite a number of times was by Michael Gerber, The E-Myth, and that was all about how to build and systemize a business similar to a McDonald's franchise. And that's one of the key takeaways that I've done and built my business, Ronald James, to where it is today. I've always made sure from day one everything was systemized and processed, and we had step-by-step methods for everything that we did more than once. So that's probably another tip, was making sure that the business was systemized. And the next tip was probably that I've learned across the way in the last 2 years, was making sure that you really enjoy the journey as well. So it's not just all about the end result, but it's all about the journey there. So enjoying those moments when you get client wins, when you get new business in, when you expand the team, making sure you sit down and enjoy it, because life's short, so we need to make sure that we make the most of that. So that was making sure that I balanced work life with family life as well, and home life. So I made sure that that was always balanced as much as it could be in the other stages. So hope you found that useful, but just thought I wanted to share those tips of my journey over the past 2 years of what's been a really interesting journey so far, and hopefully long may it continue with Ronald James the way we're expanding now. I'm really excited about the future as well.